pretty much. But you can see they follow on around the perimeter. They will. It's always good just because of that little burr, like we said earlier, that little burr, to have that 1/8" drill bit with you that you can go through and just run it through your hole. It'll actually save you a little bit of time instead of trying to force the rivet in. Okay, now is when you're going to want to look at your print to make sure that you know exactly where your openings are. It might sound a little strange, but when you look at the raw framing material on different openings, they can be fairly close. Like right here is a door access. This is going to be an ice maker, and this one, refrigerator over here on this one. But you'll want to know where your framing members are. So you're going to be going through with your construction adhesive all along your sides. You want to hit your top and bottom framing members basically on across. Come on down, hit your bottom, your outside perimeter, and then come on down wherever your cutouts are. You can pretty much catch your cutouts on all of them. Over here on this island, here's a finished HardieBacker island with all the cutouts in it and everything. You can pretty much see going on down where the cutouts are in currently. In order to make the cutouts, you'll hit pretty much your openings. We can start off with our large door opening here. Use a 1/2" masonry bit in your drill. You can just come through when you go do it, is right inside on your aluminum framing, is just keep your drill right in tight to that and go ahead and drill your 4 corners on down on all of them. Once when you have your 4 corners drilled, basically you do that all the way on down through. At that point, then you know you're just going to be connecting your holes, your dots on it. When you go to cut your Hardie board, use a Sawzall. You can use a plaster blade. It'll hold up a little bit better for you than a regular wood Sawzall blade. They're a little bit more durable for the HardieBacker. But you go in and with your Sawzall, when it's in there, you're just going to take your blade, put it right through your pre-drilled hole, and then you're just going to create a slight little tilt in it while you're lifting. And as you're creating that slight little tilt, you're riding, what you're doing is you're riding right along your framing members. You don't have to make any lines or worry about getting off on it. You're just going to be running right along your framing members. When you come into the end of it, stop, and then you can rotate it. Same way, just put a little bit of side pressure so you know that you're riding along the framing members. Come on down, tilt, run it right along the bottom, rotate, come on up. Okay, when you go to make your cutouts, one thing to keep in mind that you should do is don't leave your bottom of your cutouts, especially on doors which are real close and there's a thin band. Don't leave that for your very last cut, because what can happen is the weight of it can go in and your bottom can break out on you a little bit. So you're better off to maybe come across your top, down a side, over, and then up on it. Try and leave your smallest dimension for your last cut. When you get into openings with larger panels underneath, it's not as critical. It's really critical on refrigerator and door openings because they are lower to the bottom of the island and the Hardie board is a thinner piece. Okay, once your cutouts are done and all that, you're pretty much getting into your finishing type of material, whether you're going to be stuccoing, stone, tile, whichever application you are going to be following through on that. Always refer back to your manufacturer's suggestion on your finishing materials of what to use. As far as your granite high bar pieces, make your granite high bar pieces, they're 1/4 by 3 flat bar, 6061. Their 6061 is a high tensile aluminum. It will flex a little bit. As you can see, I'm lifting the island as I'm pushing on it, but they won't bend on you. We recommend to only come out 10 inches off of your Hardie board though. When you come out 10 inches and you have a slight little overhang on the back